Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Joe Martin Field, getting ready for the series finale between the Bend Elks and the Bellingham Bells. Elks looking for the sweep here with first-year assistant Johnny Kemp. Johnny, this is your first season here with Bend. How have you enjoyed this experience so far in your first month as an assistant?
It's been a great opportunity to be here in Bend. I was really fortunate to meet Danny at Seattle U, and he gave me the opportunity to come down and be his first base coach. And with him getting hired as the pitching coach at Seattle U, now I've been coaching third base, and it's just a great way to build my resume and gain more experience as a coach, especially at a young age.
Right, so Danny Sales starting as the head coach for the Elks this summer, unique situation in which he got a great opportunity to go be the pitching coach at Seattle U, where you're a graduate assistant. So walk us through the steps of how he ended up contacting you and how you ended up in Bend.
Well, one day we were at practice for Seattle U, and we're just sitting around the bullpen. He's getting pitchers ready to go for practice, and he leans over and he goes, "Hey, would you ever want to coach summer ball?" And I said, "Oh yeah, where are you going to coach at?" And he goes, "Bend, Oregon." And I said, "Absolutely, I'd love to." And sent me a text the next day, and I was heading down the next couple months.
So you already knew you were going to be an assistant with Alan Coxton, but then he takes over as the head guy. That's a person who's had 25 plus years of experience coaching. So what have you been able to learn from him thus far?
He's a great guy to learn from. I mean, he's been all over the country coaching baseball, and he has so many connections. He knows so many players, and he's really taught me of how to remain calm in big moments and kind of let the game come to us, because all we can do is prepare our guys and make sure they're ready to go for the games, and the rest is on them. So anything after that, it's how you prepare. So the team aspect through Alan has been great for me, just kind of a little bit more hands off and just kind of roll them out, let the players go.
So you kind of had a unique path to your coaching journey. You originally played at Linfield to start your college career, then went and finished up your education, just an education piece at Washington State. So take us through your path to how you got into coaching.
Yeah, so my last 2 years of high school summer and select baseball, I played for City Baseball Club out of Seattle. And after I was finished up at Linfield, I came home, and I was looking for a job, and it was either going to be working at our neighborhood landscaping called Beery and Bark, or I was going to coach baseball for West Long at City Baseball Club. And I ended up, my first year, I coached a team of 10-year-olds. It was me and 11 10-year-olds, and I went back for the next year, and then now 5 years later, I'm still coaching there. So it was a great experience, and I continue to do it, and I love it. I love the kids, and it's just great to give back and go back to the place where you played and help these young guys develop. And then from that, I was able to get a graduate assistant job at Seattle U, and then one summer later, here I am.
Right, so you've been able to work with a lot of different age groups, like you said, 10 or 11, 10-year-olds, and then you work with guys at Seattle U who are Division I in season, really trying to hone in on stuff, and then you have to adjust to summer ball because it's a different thing. How have you noticed the differences in all of those areas and been able to craft your skill set to cater to each of those individual groups?
Yeah, the biggest thing is with the young guys, you just have to be a little bit more articulate with what you're teaching them. They might not get or feel the adjustments you're trying to make with them as quickly as some of the older guys, but at the end of the day, they're all just guys that love playing baseball.
And so with you working with that younger group, how has that taught you maybe some life skills like patience, of course?
Patience is definitely a big one, especially with the bus rides and how much travel we do here, and just being able to keep composure and really just let the game play out, because honestly, baseball's a crazy game, and a lot of things can happen, and at any age group, you have to play the games, right? You play the games, and that's how you figure out who the winner is, right? Nothing's won on paper. So that's kind of the biggest thing that I think has come from 10-year-olds all the way up through, is you play the games because that's how you find the winner, and it takes one guy to win a game sometimes.
And what have you been able to take away from your graduate assistant position at Seattle U, and how you're looking to use that as you look to progress forward in your coaching career?
Yeah, especially with the staff that Seattle U has, Donnie Harrell, Miller Dawson, Danny Sales, and Aiden Welch. I've learned a ton from those guys, and I do the TrackMan for them, so that's another thing that I can put on my resume as one of my skills. And just seeing how they operate and how Donnie really fosters a great culture at Seattle U, and really cares about turning these guys into good men on and off the field. He's an A1 dude, and I love learning from him.
For you individually, just as a personal note of being able to stay in a place you grew up in Seattle, you played high school baseball in Seattle, so to be able to give back to the community, like you said, to these younger kids like 10U, how fulfilling is that for you?
Oh, it's great. And my favorite thing is when they come back at the end of the year and they ask if you're going to coach them next year. That's easily my favorite part, is because they want you to come back. They want to keep working with you, and that just tells me that I'm doing a good job.
Is that kind of your purpose in coaching? What fulfills you in this profession?
Seeing guys get to the next level, right? For the young guys, it's all about getting them on their high school varsity teams, right? It's one step at a time. So getting young guys onto their high school varsity teams, getting high school guys into college guys into pro ball, it's all about moving forward with their development and wherever they want to take baseball. That's probably my number one goal.
Where do you want to take forward in your next step?
I'd love to be an NCAA paid coach.
Well, Johnny, appreciate your time. Glad you're spending this summer here with the Elks, and it's been a good season so far, and look forward for how you help the Elks through the second half of the year.
Thank you, Blake. Appreciate you.
Elks taking on the Bellingham Bells, looking for the sweep tonight at 4:35.